You guys, it is Appalachian Knife Reviews back with a new video, and I was able to pick up the knife that is taking YouTube by storm. This is the Ozark Trail 7.5 inch, I believe it's how it's listed, 7.5 inch knife. Let me get the paperwork and show you. Alright, so the first thing I'll show you is, just so you don't think I'm lying, it was $9.97. Obviously, I've covered up my address and my debit card information, but that is the folder knife. If that'll zoom, $9.97. It comes in packaging like this, so when you get it, it's in the package just like this. Now, at my local Walmart, it was actually behind the counter. I had to find an associate, and this was actually the display. They only had one in the store. We'll get into the details in just a second. But they only had this one in the store, and he sold me the display. But this is what the packaging looks like. D2 high carbon steel blade. It's an injection handle, probably some kind of FRN handle. Let's see. 3.25 inch D2 high carbon steel blade. 4.25 inch injection handle. They're calling it a slide lock, but it's an access lock. I mean, it's a crossbar lock. And these are available through Walmart. I saw a couple videos on YouTube this morning, and people were talking about them, and they were comparing this to the Benchmade Bugout. Now, how are you going to compare something like this to the Benchmade Bugout? So these are my Bugouts. So this is my mini Bugout. Obviously, you can see this is bigger than the mini. And these are my regular Bugouts. So as far as the size goes, it is very much the same size as the Bugout. Let's look at the blade lengths and blade shapes. So you can see it is definitely taken some inspiration from the Bugout. Now, obviously, these handles are not, they're going to be different material. Let me put these away real quick. We'll leave the one Bugout out. So, I've already read the sizes to you, but let me show you. So, there are your dimensions if you want to take a look. And let me get the scale out. So this is it's in ounces. So 2.8 ounces. Let's see how it measures up against the Bugout. 1.9 ounces. So it's a little bit heavier. Let's see, what's the mini weigh? Okay. So you can see the comparison between them. This knife, let me move the scale out of the way here. Let me show you this action. I mean, this knife, I mean, it has a fantastic action. I told the guy, it was a young guy behind the register in the sporting goods, and I told him a little bit about the knife because he did a good job looking for him. It was on the display, and he was trying to find the wrapper for it. Not the wrapper, but the plastic. He was looking for this, and he found it. And I told him, I said, you guys are going to sell a bunch of these knives. And he was asking me, what was important about them. I told him, they're blowing up on YouTube with how functional they feel, how good the action is. If it's truly D2 steel, and it's good D2 steel, they are going to sell thousands of these knives. I was watching, I think the video that I watched the most, or the video that I watched, the last one that really made me want to go out and get one, was Max Level EDC. He was talking about how this is a perfect knife. Like, if you're somebody that travels and, like, on an airplane, and you can't take your knife, you could go travel somewhere, go to a Walmart, pick this up for $10, carry it around while you're visiting or for work or whatever you're doing, and then give it to a friend before you leave, and you're out $10. I mean, just a fantastic little knife. Let's see how sharp this knife is. So this is we're just going to do a little paper test. I mean, look at that. That's one of the sharpest knives I've shown on the channel in a long time. I've been doing so many of them goofy Temu videos that, man, this knife is sharp. Well, I'm going to mess that up, but I mean, you guys get the point. Walmart has knocked it out of the park with this knife. Now, I wanted to buy several of them because I was going to buy them to give them away to friends. This was the only one they had in store, and it was the display. So I'm going to keep checking the local Walmarts in my area, and I'm going to pick up, I'm going to tell you, I might buy 10 of these knives and give them to everybody for birthdays and you know, at Christmas and stuff, because this is a fantastic filling knife. Obviously, you know, you guys, it's made in China. I did notice too that my Walmart now is carrying Civivi knives. I don't typically look at the knives behind the counter at Walmart. I just never really have. I've bought knives that are hanging on the shelf in the camping area. I've just never really bought any of the knives from behind the counter, but I was looking for this one specifically and it was not hanging up, so I had to go to the counter. And I did notice they had the Civivi Elementum. I think they had the Mini Praxis and something else, but I don't remember what it was. So they are selling Civivi now. But man, if this knife is as durable as we hope that it is, see if I can get that to zoom. It is going to be a fantastic seller for Walmart, and it may change the knife industry. If you can sell a knife this good for $10, how is somebody going to sell you a $200 Benchmade Bugout when you can get this for $10? Now, I'm not saying this will replace the Bugout. You know, I love my little mini Bugout. I like it better than my regular Bugouts. The collars are a bit different. The collar on this is closer. Well, not really. It's a little bit closer to the Kaiser Amicus, the color orange. If you've got a Bugout or mini Bugout in orange, you'll see this is a bright orange. This is like a dull orange. I mean, I think this could change the knife industry. I mean, this is a fantastic little knife. I'm going to carry it for a bit. I think that this might be my go-to this year. And I know I've said this in a lot of videos, but then I pick up a new knife. But this may be my go-to video for field dressing deer and bear this year. It's $10. If I lose it in the woods, I'm not going to be upset. If I broke it, I wouldn't be upset. If it gets bloody and nasty, I'm not going to get upset. But man, this is just a fantastic little knife. Just by feel. You know, first, I haven't been home from Walmart for an hour. So I've just been, as soon as I got to the truck, I opened it up and started fidgeting with it. And I mean, the action is fantastic. Now, I'm not real good reverse flipping these knives with the thumb stud. But you see, you can use it really easy with the axis lock. And I'm telling you guys, this feels like I've got a Bugout in my hand. Now, the blade still's not going to be, you know, my mini Bugout's what, S30V? So obviously D2 is not S30V. I'm just talking about initial reaction. Picking this knife up, flipping it, it just feels like a really, really good knife. And I have no idea how they did this for $9.97. I hope this video helped you guys in some way. Go out and pick one up. I don't have any kind of referral link for this one because they're not available on Amazon yet. When I went on Walmart's website, they had 0 and it said 200 people have this knife in their cart. So this knife is probably going to sell pretty quick, and I imagine they'll be able to keep up with the demand. But for $10, you absolutely cannot beat that knife. I hope this video helped you guys in some way. If you liked the video, smash the like button. If you have not done yet, hit that subscribe button, and I hope to see you in the next one.